Hi, welcome back to another episode of Positive Talks with Mary. I'm Mary McKay, and today we have another encouraging topic on finding peace during the Christmas season. And first of all, I love everything there is about Christmas. I love the music. I love those super cheesy, corny Christmas movies where you already know the ending right when it starts. Spending time with friends and family, giving of gifts, and of course celebrating, the real reason for the season, and that is the birth of Jesus. And all of that about Christmas is so wonderful, and that's what makes Christmas so special and so full of joy. However, there are just so many people right now who are struggling to find peace, who are struggling to find joy this Christmas, whether that being having financial struggles, family issues, health problems, and, also with the hustle and all of the busyness that comes during this time of the year. Sometimes Christmas season can be a season of heartache. It can be a season of sadness and worry and fear and pain, rather than being the season of love and joy that it is. Sometimes I think that it is so easy for us to forget that even Jesus suffered and even Jesus went through difficult times while he was here on the earth, much like we face ourselves. And, his family knew of the troubled times. His family knew of the economic hardships that were happening, not only to Mary and Joseph, but to also much of the world. And it would be understandable for a parent to be a little bit anxious, to be a little bit stressed and nervous about bringing a baby into the world like that. Also, with all the other circumstances they were facing. I mean, Mary was a virgin. She was pregnant. She was unmarried. They had the baby far off from home. They didn't know anybody. There was no room in the end, and they ended up having the baby inside of a stable. And baby Jesus was born in a manger. And I mean, it's probably not like the birthing experience or how she imagined that it would go. And, it's like, how did Mary deal about all of this? How did she deal with knowing that she was about to have the baby? Not just any baby, but a baby, a savior of the world. He was born the Prince of Peace. And she's about to have him. How did she deal? How did she face all of this? If you're facing a challenging time during this Christmas season, you are not alone, because this was how the first Christmas was spent. But listen up, because Jesus said in John 16:33, he said, "For I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world." I feel like a lot of people think that if you're a Christian, then you're not going to go through challenging times, that it's going to be easy sailing, smooth sailing roads. But the Bible never promises such a thing. Jesus said that we will face hard times, but he will be there in those moments with us. If the King of all kings, if the Savior of the world, if the Prince of Peace faced hard times while he was here on earth, then you better believe that we're also going to face hardships, that we're also going to go through challenging and difficult times. We are not promised a pain-free, easy life, but we are promised that God will be with us in every situation. Even King David in the Bible talked about this long before the birth of Christ. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of years. He said, "I will fear no evil, for you are with me." And that is found in Psalms 23:4. And if you feel like you are going through some of the darkest times of your life, some of the hardest times, like you're struggling to find just a little bit of peace this Christmas, I really hope that you let these words sink in, because you don't have to be full of worry. You don't have to be afraid, because the Lord, the Prince of Peace, is right there with you in the midst of all of this chaos. Jesus is your only source of peace, and he promises that in Isaiah 26:3. He will keep you in perfect peace, it says. And remember, during the Christmas season, that peace is not dependent on your circumstances or what is going on in your life. Consider this. On the first Christmas, how Mary and Joseph were plagued with all of these unfortunate circumstances from the very beginning when she found out that she was having a baby. But they were able to get through all of it by placing all of their trust in God, believing and knowing that God would provide for them, that God would open the door with them, that God was right there with them, and most importantly, that God is in control in the midst of all the chaos, in the midst of all the uncircumstances. God is still in control. And God came to earth as a peaceful little baby, just laying humbly in a manger so that everybody could come to him and to find peace. And I think that with baby Jesus being born in a manger or being born in a trough, whatever you want to call it, that recognizes that symbols something. Because, if you think this is the King of all kings, and when we think of kings, we think of gold and palaces and extravagance and luxury. He's the King of all kings, but he was born in a manger surrounded by animals laying on hay. There is no other king in the world who would be born in a manger surrounded by animals. But he was. You know why? Because you don't have to go through any protocols. You don't have to go through anything high up to get to him. You can come to him right now as you are, because he is the Prince of Peace, and he will give you peace during this Christmas season. So right now, I really encourage you to cling to God, to tell him about all of these situations that are keeping you awake at night, the problems that you're facing, the things that keep you up, that bring tears to your eyes, and all the things that are stealing your peace right now. Because even in the darkest valleys, we can rest assured that God's peace is within reach. We will all face difficulties here on earth, but the birth, the death, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ, it shows all the love that God has for us and the peace that we can find through him, because the blood on the cross, it represents the peace that Jesus gave us. God sent his son out of love so that we might find peace with him, a peace that comes from removing sin from your life and also giving your life to Jesus Christ, giving him your life, giving him your heart, giving him your all. So let the Prince of Peace fill you with joy. Let him fill you with hope. Let him fill you with love and peace this Christmas season. Just like the shepherds and the wise men came to Jesus on the night of his birth, you can come to him right now. He conquered the world. He conquered sin, and he's already conquered all of your problems, all of the things that are keeping you awake at night. So let Christ fill you with peace that only you can find in him. And as this Christmas season continues and the big day will be here before we know it, I really do hope and I really do pray that you have a blessed and happy and a very Merry Christmas. I just pray that everything will work out, everything will come together like it will, and all those things that you're struggling with, all the things you're dealing and facing with, that right now God will just lay his hand on you and put peace in your heart and put peace in your life. And I'll be back next week, though, before Christmas, but I'm just really excited about this Christmas season, and even with 2023 coming up here in just a couple of weeks. So, yeah, that's it for today. And again, I really do hope that this has encouraged you and inspired you and maybe just given you a little bit of peace. And, I do hope that you'll turn to God and let him help you during this situation. Because like I said earlier, God is in control. In the midst of all the chaos, he is still in control. So remember that. On my last video, I talked about things that are going to prepare you for the best year yet. And like I said earlier, the new year, 2023, will be here in just a couple of weeks. And we need to get ready so that we can have the best year yet, so that we can reach our goals, we can achieve success, and just get ready to have a wonderful life and really begin right now creating the life of your dream. So I'll link that down in the description below. Make sure to check it out. Also, if you haven't done it, like this video. You can also subscribe to this channel, and you can press the bell button so you'll be notified on all the videos out and everything that we're doing here on this channel. If you're on Instagram, make sure to follow my Instagram page. It's just Positive Talks with Mary. Some good things are going down there too. I post a picture when a new video is uploaded. I update you on that. And I also have some cute little positive, encouraging, motivational posts that will hopefully, just bring a smile to your face and, just brighten your day a little bit. So make sure to follow that. That will be down in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you back here next week with another video.